We are here at Country Radio Seminar 2024. Annie Bosko, welcome to the Music Universe. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am fantastic. Just got in this morning, so if I, look like a flattened pancake, that's why. But compared to you, anybody would look like a flattened pancake.
That's how I felt on my radio tour every day.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You wake up, you're in a new city. It's hard to sleep in bed. I get it. I am a gypsy, live the life of a traveler, so I get it.
No, that's awesome. So tell me about music. What are you working on? What do you have coming out? And life on the road.
Well, we're really excited. We just put out an EP in January this year. Played the Rose Parade, played Jimmy Kimmel. I have a song, Neon Baby, that's on the charts, and I'm excited. We continue to get ads every week. I've been on radio tour since late September, so I visited over 70 stations. It's been a wild, wild ride, but so much fun, and everybody's been so encouraging and enthusiastic, and I think people are excited about country music that feels, I like to call myself a neo-traditionalist. You know, it's a nod to the music that I grew up on that made me want to do this in the first place. I'm a 90s baby, and so I think the music plays on my roots, and didn't shy away from, leaning into that. So excited about that, and Neon Baby definitely has like a retro feel to it, Western, retro, soulful, kind of throwback feel, and it's about a woman who wants romance, and I think there's, so many songs about guys talking about how they want romance, but women want it too, and so excited about that, and getting ready to put out a duet with Vince Gill called Higher Ground, and it's kind of a real deep, soulful prayer. It's like a prayer. Best way that I can put it is it's like an everyday man's prayer gospel kind of song.
How did that collab come about?
It came about because I actually moved home during the pandemic, and I said I'll go back to Nashville when I get a gig, and I got a gig, and Vince was there and said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm working on an album," which I was working on in my head more than I was in a studio really working on it at this point. Yeah, I've been writing songs for it and conceptualizing and meeting with producers, and so he said, "Well, I want to sing and play on it." So I went, "Okay, you better make the album now. You have like the best singer on the planet who wants to do a song with you, and you told him you're making an album." So needless to say, as soon as I left, I started, conceptualizing ideas, and I thought, it'd be great to write something. My gosh, you think Go Rest High on That Mountain, my God, gospel, right? It's country gospel at its finest. So it's like, what if I play into that and write something that really has range, vocal range, and no one does that better than him.
No,
Yeah.
My favorite Vince Gill song is not a Vince Gill song.
Oh, what is it?
My favorite Vince Gill song is Do You Hear What I Hear?
Oh, wow.
His version of it. So I 100% understand that. So
And their Christmas show together, him and Amy, is unbelievable. If you ever have a chance to go at the Ryman,
I've been dying to.
No one does Christmas music better than them.
I will be moving down here from DC hopefully before
cool.
Christmas.
Congratulations.
So Annie, you said something that really resonated with me, which was you were conceptualizing in your head.
Yeah.
I do that when I write a lot, and I'm not a songwriter, but just as an article writer, as a show writer. What is the impetus for you when you decide, okay, I'm going to put pen to paper? You have an idea percolating, but it doesn't want to hit that hand just yet. When does that typically happen?
It's different every time. Sometimes I'll hear someone say something that sparks an idea, and I go, "Oh my gosh, that's great." But that happens a lot. So to actually go in to complete something, I'd say, as of late, the impetus is really project oriented, like knowing okay, I need to write the rest of a record. I got to get these songs done. How do I get from point A to point B here? Now I got to go do it, right? Because there's so many ideas. I have thousands of ideas in my phone right now that are sitting there, And so I think as far as completing them, it works all different kinds of ways, but I think usually I'll hear something or I'll read something and I'm like, oh, that's a really cool concept, and it'll start with a concept, and then I'll kind of start stream of consciousness writing around that concept, and just, not even really thinking. It's like, let's just write everything that kind of aligns with this idea, and then I'll go in to write the song after that.
Excellent. Annie Bosko, this is I'm excited. I'm excited to see what you
I
do. I'm excited for the album. I love a neo-traditionalist, and that's something I've noticed. I'll end with this, because I'm wondering if, as an artist, you've given any thought to this.
Yeah.
The 80s was a pop country era, 90s a neo-traditional era,
Yes.
2010s into a really electronic pop kind of country, and now we're back to neo-traditional.
I think we are.
Is it because of, does it kind of like skip a generation because of what that generation is raised on, if that makes sense?
I think so. I think it's partially that, and I think right now we're just in an era of people really missing country music. It's like, oh, I miss country music, and yeah, there's so many kinds of sounds of country music, but the music that feels country, you know what I mean? I think that people, there's sort of a longing for that, because it's a pendulum, you know what I mean? It always like swings back and forth, and we'll still have great country pop music as well. But yeah, I think that right now it's like, it's filling the marketplace of like, well, what does the marketplace need? And I think right now it feels like, oh, more of that,
Annie Bosko, a pleasure.
Thank you. So nice to meet you.
So
Really
great to meet you.
appreciate it.